Intel leak from the Pentagon. Opinion of Ukrainian analysts. Ukrainian analysts analyzed in detail the leaked documents in terms of their possible sources, value, as well as features of interpretation and dissemination. The main conclusion: there is no point in analyzing the documents as some kind of insider. This is all a controlled leak of the American intelligence services. The main goal of the leak is to hit Trump, but like any other complex intelligence operation, there are secondary goals, for example, to convey the necessary messages to Zelensky, semi-publicly, because some things they cannot publicly voice, but non-publicly, he ignores. Jack Teixeira was used in the dark, a favorite trick of scouts. He was not chosen by chance, white, heterosexual, Catholic, against the escalation of the war in Ukraine, for the right to carry firearms in the United States, that is, he is an ideal Trumpist. If a Trumpist struck at U.S. national security, then the Trumpists are enemies. The logic in social networks will be something like this. There is no sensitive leak in the documents at all that would hurt the U.S. The most important news is the very fact of the leak, from the ideal Trumpist. Even what at first glance seems toxic is actually beneficial to the White House. For example, listening to the President of South Korea. At first glance, it is toxic, but in reality everyone knows that the United States is listening to all allies. Korea is not alone, Korea is not in a situation to oppose this. Therefore, this is another signal to the leaders of countries entering the orbit of the United States: do not think of playing on the sly against us. We are listening to you. If you want to live free, and not like the former president of South Korea, in prison, follow in the fair way. The information in the documents is very different, which cannot be collected in one department or from one contractor. This also speaks in favor of the artificial nature of the leak. There is nothing critical in the part that concerns the Ukrainian offensive. The secret documents absolutely correlate with the current narratives of the Western press. It will be difficult to attack, the achievement of goals is not guaranteed, it is better to freeze, a new plan is needed, and so on. That is, these are all hints for Zelensky. The second main hint is the possibility of eliminating Zelensky. Specialist. U.S. services make it clear that this option is in the arsenal. Politely, neatly, but who needs it? They understood the hint. The third hint is as beautiful as the second. China will start supplying weapons if Bankovaya starts shelling the historical territory of the Russian Federation or commits a terrorist attack against someone from the Russian leadership. In fact, red lines have been drawn again, because the United States, after Engels, the Crimean Bridge, Dugina and Tatarsky, really doubts that Zelensky will not cross these invisible borders. Therefore, we read all these documents between the lines.